What's the most disturbing thing your parent ever confessed to you? I've been slipping sleeping medication into your drinks for 3 years. My father said this as I was packing for college. I was folding my favorite sweatshirt when he just blurted it out from my doorway. Initially, I thought he was kidding around. Dad always had this bizarre sense of humor, but his expression was completely stone-faced. He walked over and sat on my bed, the mattress creaking under his weight. Remember when you started getting those dizzy spells junior year? When you'd pass out in class? I nodded. The school nurse suspected I was anemic. We ran countless tests. That was my doing, he continued. I would crush half a tablet and mix it into your breakfast milk every morning. My stomach plummeted. I collapsed into my desk chair. Why would you do that? He rubbed his face with both palms. Your mother left because of your nightmares. You don't recall, but you used to shriek every single night for hours. I did remember fragments. Waking up disoriented, Mom's frustration, sighing through the walls, the way she'd avoid eye contact during breakfast. The doctor said you had night terrors. Some children outgrow them. You didn't. Dad's voice grew quieter. I attempted everything. White noise machines, therapy, different bedtimes. Nothing helped. So you drugged me. My voice was trembling. Just enough to make you sleep deeper so you wouldn't wake up screaming so maybe your mother would return. He laughed, but it sounded shattered. She never did. I started connecting those dots. The mornings I couldn't remember getting ready. Finding my homework completed in handwriting that looked like mine but felt wrong. Waking up in different pajamas. What else did you do while I was unconscious? Dad's eyes went wide. Nothing like that. God, I just changed your clothes if you wet the bed or moved you to the couch if you fell asleep at dinner. Normal parent stuff, but nothing about this was normal. I stood up, legs unsteady. I'm leaving tonight. Wait, he gently grabbed my arm. There's something else. The nightmares weren't random. You were remembering something real. My blood went cold. What? Your uncle, Mom's brother. He used to babysit you when you were 4. Dad's hands were shaking. You started screaming right after those weekends at his house. The room was spinning. My uncle with his overly long hugs and his games that made me uncomfortable. The way Mom would get weird and quiet after his visits. Did Mom know? I whispered. Dad nodded. She confronted him. He denied everything. She believed him over you. Said kids make things up. His voice turned bitter. That's why she really left. Not because of the screaming, but because she couldn't handle that she'd let it happen. I felt like I was going to be sick. You drugged me instead of getting me real help. I was terrified that if we went to therapy, if we dug deeper, it would destroy you completely. I thought if I could just make the nightmares stop. He trailed off. Where are the pills now? He walked to his dresser and pulled out a prescription bottle, nearly empty. I stopped 3 months ago. You haven't had a nightmare since? I stared at him. Because I'm finally old enough that the memories don't scare me anymore. Because I can handle the truth now. Dad started crying. Actually crying. I ruined everything, didn't I? I took the pill bottle from his hands and flushed the remaining tablets down my bathroom sink. When I returned, he was still sitting there, looking smaller than I'd ever seen him. I'm still leaving tonight, I said, but I want Uncle's address. Dad looked up sharply. What are you going to do? I zipped up my suitcase. Something you should have done 15 years ago. I never told anyone what happened when I showed up at Uncle's house that night, but he moved across the country 2 weeks later, and I sleep just fine now.